Hello Driving Intelligence community. In this part of my DeVille series, the 96 through 99, I go over replacement of the alternator. Unfortunately, I did this replacement before the car was wrecked, but I wanted to catch up my video series with this particular video. Then I'll get back into how I'm going to try to repair the accident damage. Please subscribe and please like, because that's the best way that you can support my channel. I've used some degreaser to degrease this engine. I don't know if this is typical of NorthStars, but the oil that's all over this engine that leaks everywhere is pretty dramatic. So I use the pressure washer, degreaser. Removing the alternator requires you remove the top shroud, which is held in by some push pins and snap-in. You just pull it straight up after removing the push pins. You'll need to remove the upper radiator hose to give you access to the cooling fans. You'll need to remove the passenger side cooling fan, which is held in by 2 bolts and an electrical connection. But once you get there, the access is much more improved. Here you'll see I had the radiator out for another project, and it gave me a lot more access. But you have clear visibility to the alternator. First thing to get this is to get a 1/2-inch breaker bar, apply it to the tensioner where my finger is, and then all you do is pull it back toward the front of the vehicle, and then you can pull the belt off, which I've already done. There's 4 bolts that need to be removed for the alternator. They wanted to make this extremely difficult. And now for the bourbon bolt of the day. That one bolt that the automotive engineers wanted to make sure was as difficult as possible to drive you to the bar after you finished your maintenance activity. There's one here, there's another one underneath here, and 2 in the front. I've already loosened 1 bolt. It won't come out because of the exhaust manifold, but that's all right. It's out far enough where this will release itself. Under the vehicle, this panel is made for accessibility to the alternator. The alternator is just above that. So I was able to get 1 bolt, additional bolt out of here. It's hard for me to show you. Right up above. You're going to have to really squish your hand up there to get it. And now I can get the other lower bolt that's right here out, and then I'll work from the top to get the last bolt out, and the alternator should fall out at the bottom. Alternator is removed. Installation is obviously the reverse of the removal. As I indicated at the beginning, this is the accident damage, but you can see that I've reinstalled the fan, the hose. The upper shroud is not quite on here yet, but the alternator performed flawlessly, giving me over 14 volts charging power.